After going through your post-flight routine, you head off to find the offices for the Guild of Bounty Hunters. After a bewildering half hour, you eventually find it in one of the many promenades that dot the Cane Band. The officious receptionist greets you, and after seeing your external camera shots of the action, pays you 10,000 credits. She explains to you that this is the only place where you can collect your bounties. She adds that you will only receive bounties if you have a clean record with the Federation. She goes on to explain that there are 2 guild rules that must be obeyed. Firstly, the guild takes on 10% of all bounties received, and secondly, never attack another bounty hunter on pain of guild retaliation. Okay. So now, well, not here, but now if we go into the mission BBS here, sometimes there will be bounties placed, just like that one we just did. So, yeah, it's, those missions actually tend to not be so worth it. I think they're mainly meant for, let's see, we have to go back to Aurora here. They're mainly meant for if you don't have a lot of cargo space in your ship, because the money they pay you is usually only, you know, like say 25,000, something like that, which is not a lot considering you can do some cargo runs for, you know, 40,000, 50,000. Some of the UN shipping missions even give you 100,000. So, yeah, not so much worth it, but always good to have the options, I guess. Hey, a Marauder and a Pirate fighting. Or no, they're not fighting, they're just sitting there. And we're going to take our revenge on this marauding Terrapin. Are you the same one that attacked our shuttle? Pirate Valkyries attacked me. That's only a Class 2, that's not the super powerful one I was telling you guys about, the Class 4. Fuck you. Damn, this guy's getting smoked. He's not even oh, okay. The carrier's taking him out. Well, that wasn't very fun. And, okay, let's just land and refuel here. At this tiny, tiny outpost that the abominations are bigger than. These Auroran cruisers look like a, I don't know, like a tube of lipstick or something. Not the most manly ship, I would say. Especially for like a race of warriors. Okay. There we go. As soon as you enter this establishment, you see the blue-black uniform of Samantha sitting not far from the door, and you make your way over. "You did it!" she exclaims when she sees you. "Oh, I'm so glad!" I can tell. You wave it away, saying it was nothing. Yeah. "It was not!" She waggles her fingers at you. "And you know it." Anyway, she continues in a slightly calmer tone, "Now that we have gotten the go-ahead to start working in the Auroran Empire, my work here is done and I need a lift home. Any chance I could get a lift?" Is that code for "let's have sex in your spaceship"? Yes. Yes, it is. This should be relatively easy, Samantha tells you, especially compared to your last mission. I just need to get back to Earth and the Sol System to make my final report to the head office. Payment will be another 50,000 credits. I have no desire to stay here any longer, she tells you quietly. Living in a warrior culture is too much for me. If you're ready, I would like to leave now. You smile and tell her to come with you, and together you head back to your ship. Holding hands. Aw, isn't that just adorable? Might as well buy an auto recharger while I'm at it. Auto recharger just, basically whenever you land somewhere, it just automatically refuels your ship without you having to tell it to. Still costs money, but it's worth it for not pressing that freaking button all the time. Now we just gotta make our way back to Earth. Doo-doo-doo. It's pretty much one of the most exciting missions I've ever played. Not gonna lie. Let's shoot an asteroid while we wait for our fuel to regenerate. Oh, who's attacking me? Pirate Enterprise. You just got owned. Another tiny station. The Aurorans really like their tiny stations. I don't know what's going on with that. Alright, here we go. Land. "Am I glad to be back in the Federation," she tells you, quietly happy. No more hulking warriors treating me like a second-class citizen, and no more negotiations with people who really don't give a damn whether I actually exist or not. Thank you very much for your help, she says, turning a face to you. Without you, this would have been a complete failure. I have been authorized by the head office to offer you not only the 50,000 credits promised, but also a 50,000 credit bonus. Sweet. Also, she tells you finally, if you happen to end up down in the Auroran Empire again and need some cash, there will be United shipping deliveries offered in their mission BBS. Okay. Not a huge deal, but if we're in Auroran space, we can do UN, United shipping missions, like this one that gives you 100,000 credits. Okay, well, I just recently did some missions for a company called Sigma Shipyards, which is a ship manufacturing company located on Earth. And I just recently got offered an interesting mission here by them. You may or not be aware, he explains after nodding at your acceptance, that we have the capability to use the old Hypergate network. The parts of it that work, that is. He leans forward conspiratorially. We have remained in contact with our former CEO, Donald Chick, he informs you in a near whisper, and as we rotate the codes, we pass them on to him. You raise your eyebrows in surprise. According to rumor, Donald Chick has become a part of the rebellion against the Bureau. No wonder Sigma Shipyards wants to keep this a secret. We need you to take him to the new codes, he continues quietly, passing you an encrypted message pod. He is currently located on Rebel 2 in the Cordia system, north of Federation space. To help you on the way, we will upload them into your navigation computer, and you can update them at any time you check into the Federation mission BBS. This means that you too will have access to the Hypergate system. Oh, interesting. He pauses as what he just said sinks in. While you are out there, avoid being scanned at all costs, he nods after a moment, as we will wash our hands of you. We cannot afford to have the Bureau start investigating our business dealings too closely. Finally, he concludes quickly, when this is all over, you might want to lay low for a while. I'm sure the feds will be looking for you to explain your voyage into the Galactic North. Good luck. Alright, so we will now have access to the Hypergate system, which I don't know if you guys remember from the beginning of the story, or like the beginning of the game where they explained some of the backstory and stuff. Hypergates are very, very useful. And anyway, so we have to head up here to the Rebellion. Now, just a quick little thing to show you what happens when you do complete these Sigma Shipyards missions that I had already done. You get you're able to buy more ships. So, for instance, if I wanted to, I could buy the Starliner. The Pegasus is a Sigma ship that you can buy, and there's another one too, the Leviathan, which is not available right now, but they're all pretty much trading ships, so not super exciting. But also another really great thing is all the way down at the bottom here you get these Sigma upgrades. For instance, electric rewiring. Now, they're all fairly expensive, but they take no space out of your ship. So, for instance, this electric rewiring that I bought increases your shield recharge and shield capacity, which is very good. And like I said, it takes no space, but it costs 1,000,000 credits. You also get this mass addition, which is amazing because it takes none of your cargo space away, but it adds 5 tons of weapon space. It's just for free. Well, not for free. You have to pay 500,000 credits, but you can also buy multiples of it. So very good outfits. Definitely very much worth doing the Sigma missions before, you know, Earth hates you too much. So, alright, let's do this mission then.